a VR to my good friend Kevin, Hobbiton Piper, for his 500th sub giveaway. Kevin, I'm gonna tell you my story, or my scene in a movie that I've never seen anything like it, or never felt anything like it, but I do want to throw it in there that if my name gets pulled as the winner, which I know it probably won't, but in case it does, I do formally ask you to draw someone else that'll be more deserving than I. So pull my name, find a name that you think may be more deserving, and send it to them on, you know, my behalf. So I've got plenty of tobaccos and things, and there's others out there that just I would appreciate it. Trust me, the small batch and the Stonehaven is worth, but I've had those, and there's some others that aren't out there that are maybe not as fortunate as some of us in the tobacco world. I've been in pipe smoking for a very long time, and I would love for someone who hasn't tried those tobaccos to have a chance at that. So get that out of the way first. But I'm going to give you my scene, and it was back in 1994. I was in college at the time, and some buddies of mine were out taking a break from our class and having a little dip of snuff. And one guy, I love the movies. I love to rent movies, watch movies, go to the movies. I couldn't go to the movies as much. I was in college, so I couldn't even, I think it's $5 to $7 a time. I still couldn't afford that. Anyway, he was talking about this new movie called The Shawshank. I didn't know what it was called, but it was Shawshank Redemption. It's probably #1 movie for me as far as on my list. I think it would be #1, although they play it all the time, and I can watch it all the time. But the scene where Andy Dufresne has just pretty much had enough, and if you haven't seen Shawshank and you want to see it, this will spoil the movie for you. So I want to give that out. It's a spoiler. But where he has asked for 6 foot of rope, and they're thinking he's going to try to kill himself. He's going to commit suicide because he's just had it. It's over. The next morning, Red, in the cell next to him, they call him out of the cells, and he comes walking out of the cell, and he just looks down, making sure he's going to see Andy come out, and Andy doesn't come out. There's nothing. And the guard, so like, Andy Dufresne, if you don't come out there, I'm going to thump your skull. You better be sick or dead in there. So he walks down, and Red's watching him as he walks down. Red's in his mind thinking, Andy's in there hanging. He's swinging back and forth right now. And I'm not going to say what the guard says, because he blasphemes God. But he says, "Oh, my holy." And as I'm watching that movie, Andy done killed himself. And then they pan, and the cell is empty. And all of a sudden, the sirens start going off. Andy's broken out somehow. He's gone. He done left the joint. That scene to me was, it was so set up to where you knew that was in the movie. Andy had it, and he killed himself. Nope. Sucker done disappeared. So I won't say how he did it in case you haven't seen the movie. I'm sure everybody's seen the movie by accident sometime because it's been on. But that scene to me was, went from a low to an absolute high, because the guy's in prison and he's totally innocent, and they are working him over in this prison, and you're just rooting for the guy. It's like he has the worst luck, but he's smart. I mean, it was just, that's the best scene I've ever seen. And or the end of The Sixth Sense, that was a good one too. So I'd rather, if you haven't seen Sixth Sense, yeah, that's a good ending too. But that one, the first time that happened to me, it was special. So enjoy. Congratulations on number 500. Salute. Maybe one day I will get there. I aspire to be like you, Kevin. 500 subscribers. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. I mean, how do you keep up with all the comments and having? I know you try to comment, but man, that would take that would be a lot. Congratulations again. God bless, brother.